Hi guys, Tina here, and today I'm here to tell you all about my reading plans for this summer. Now, since there are not a lot of new releases coming out during the summer that interest me, I figured this is the perfect time to get some things read off of my shelves. Which is what people are supposed to do, right? Anyways, I already made a video about all the books that I would like to reread, so I'll link that video down below. Now, there are a lot of new series that I would like to start, but I figured that I should better finish all those finished trilogies and series that I have on my shelves before I start, accumulating new books, and I'm going to show you a few of those right now. The first trilogy that I would like to sink my teeth in is Half a King by Joe Abercrombie. This is a story of Yarvi, who is the heir to the throne, but he is disformed, so he was really mistreated by his family. Now that he's the heir, he wants to reclaim his kingdom because it's divided, and he will have quite a fight ahead of him. So the books in this trilogy are Half a King, book number 1, Half a World, book 2, and the third one is Half a War. The next trilogy I'd like to read is the Night Angel trilogy by Brent Weeks. This is the story of Azoth. He wants to become the apprentice to the world's greatest assassin, and this is his story. Anyways, the covers are beautiful. The first book in the series is The Way of Shadows. They're the beautiful covers, aren't they? And then we have Shadow's Edge, and the third one is Beyond the Shadows. Then we have the Powder Mage trilogy by Brian McClelland. This is a story of a coup. The army overthrows the king and the elite, and I have no clue what happens next. All I know is that these books have an amazing magic system that involves gunpowder. So I can't wait to see how that works. The first book is Promise of Blood. The second one is Crimson Campaign. And the third one is The Autumn Republic. Aside from those, I also have 2 YA trilogies to read, and the first of those is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. This is a story of Mara, I guess. She wakes up and she has no memory. I really have no idea what it's about. I just know that we have an unreliable narrator in this one, and that people love book 1 and 2, but not book 3. Anyways, the book 1 is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. Book 2 is The Evolution of Mara Dyer, and book 3 is The Retribution of Mara Dyer. I guess I'll read them and figure out if I like them myself. Now, don't crucify me, but the next trilogy I have to read is the Walking Chaos trilogy by Patrick Ness. Yes, I know, I still haven't read it. In fact, I haven't read any of his books yet, so I know it's blasphemous here on BookTube. This trilogy is about a guy named Todd who lives in a world where everyone else can hear everyone else's thoughts, which is scary. And one day he stumbles on a spot where his head goes quiet. The noises go away. And yeah, I guess I'll see what happens next. The first book is the Knife of Never Letting Go. The second is The Ask and the Answer. And the third one is Monsters of Men. So I guess it's high time that I jump on his bandwagon and see for myself what Patrick Ness is like. There are also a few standalones that I would like to read, and the first one is Philip K. Dick's The Man in High Castle. Mostly I would like to read this because of the TV show, because I would like to, read it before I see the show. I already started this, but the writing was so weird, I just couldn't get into it, I guess. It just it didn't grab me yet, and I'll have to give it another try. It tells the story of how Japan and Germany won the Second World War, and now America is divided between the 2 countries, and it tells, we'll see how people live in this different world to ours. The next book I'd like to read is Calibans War by James S.A. Corey. This is book 2 in the Expanse series. I have no idea what it's about. I just know that, well, the crew has a new mystery to solve. And I liked the first book, and I want to continue with this series, so here we go. Another book I'd like to read is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clark. I started this last year on audio, but it was so slow-paced that I kept falling asleep, and I decided it would be best if I just read it in a paperback version. And of course there is a TV show as well for this one, and yeah, you have to read the book first. Just you have to. It's about magic in England in 1800s. Magic is dying out, or so it seems. There's this society of magicians that are all theoretical magicians, because you know proper magicians don't actually use magic, and then there are, you know, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, who actually know how to do magic, and they get involved in this Napoleonic War that well, England is involved in, obviously. This next book was pretty hyped at the beginning of this year, and it's Becky Chambers' The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. This tells the story of Rosemary, who joins a mismatched crew on board of a spaceship, and they get a job, which is to build a hyperspace tunnel to a small planet. It sounds like a lot of fun to read. People really seem to like it, and I hope I'm going to be one of them soon. These are just some of the books I would like to read during the summer. If I get to half of them, I will be very happy with myself, although my hopes are not that high. But anyways, thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye!